they love this man. But sometimes there is this point they call a turning point. Okay, I want to ask you a question. Can you unmute your mic? Has there been any point? Okay, first, you love your parents so much, right?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Has there been any point in time in which you disagree with them, with what they are doing, and you show it in your, your action?
Yes, of course I do. But I don't have to like always,
No, it's not about, wait. Let me say you disagree with them on something that they are wrong, and they refuse to change. What would you do?
Okay, we start bashing them.
I can't hear you, Alicia. Are you speaking? I can't hear you.
Since they did not want to abide to your decision,
and if they stop changing and instead they want to fight back, what do? They don't change.
I'll just do the best I can as a child to them. I'll do the best I can. Whatever way I know that I can support them, I do my bit and just let them be, sooner or later.
What if that thing is necessary and you need them to cooperate to understand what it means? It means because of that you will not get that thing done, right?
Well, I will do I don't need them if
Okay, I want to ask a question. Let me say you want to marry me right now. Let me say me and you were in love. Okay, you want to marry me. I want to marry you. And so now your parents disagree and we love each other badly, we kill each other. What would you do?
For one, Papa, as an African person, I wouldn't want to go against my parents' decisions, or I wouldn't want to go. I'll just try to make them see reasons why this is the right person for me and this is who I want to be. Because if
they refuse, it's poor. They say it's poor and they don't want to.
Because it's poor. For one, I don't think my parents would do that anyway.
What do you mean? They are not, this is what they are saying. What do you do? They have their own reason. They don't want to suffer. That's it.
I know, Papa, but I think I should be able to convince.
There's a way you and a man will be knocking. You guys will knock in a certain way that you don't want to miss that man's presence. And now your parents will not tell you, you can't marry him, you can't marry that man because the man is poor. And you guys, you have knocked so much to promise yourself, and that man is blessed. Okay, only that man can knock in the way that you can be satisfied. And now somebody will say that you should not go to this man. Would you be happy?
Is it about knocking? If it's about knocking, then I must be a fool if I want to go ahead and still marry that guy because he's knocking me. It shouldn't be about that, no. It shouldn't be about that.
Hello? Please, Paparano, it's like you said you have had conversation with Bankole Smith before. And he's somebody that's passionate about this case. Is there any way we can bring maybe Ada herself to this platform? Let's hear from her. Please, we just invite her here.
Yes, as I said, before I do that, I would have created a time, maybe in the next show, after I refresh, I will create a show. I will ask the public what we want. We will list out our agendas. We will see things that we can do with that Mohbad father. We will list it out, consolidate it, 10-point agenda that is strong, that we can accomplish without Mohbad father. And then
we also ask Aristocrat to be on the panel that day. It will be a good match.
Aristocrat is always here. Don't worry. It's gonna be. We're gonna schedule a time. We don't want to we'll schedule a time. Everybody will be part of it. And we'll discuss. We'll move on. Okay, the people from different parts, because it's gonna be like a schedule. Okay. So now, and they'll be coming, and we'll discuss those things with them publicly. If they can go that route, then with the public,
we'll follow.
Recognize them. Yeah, we can recognize them as active legal representative. Then now, out of the public, okay, some few persons which you guys, okay, which you guys feel like can, better represent you guys. That is follow up with these lawyers by asking them, hey, what have you guys done? Because they need pressure. I like when you give somebody something, you check out for them, you check out for that thing. I don't just give somebody a job and abandon that person. If I give you a job, I'll be checking out whether you have done it or not. Okay? So now, then few persons will start, okay? But we'll see how they go. And from there, we don't have to have much people. We just have to have the lawyer accepting that, okay, I'm ready to do this, and then we'll have the lawyers start to do it, and then we wait to see the action. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, what is delaying right now is what we want.
Okay.
The foundations are ready. What do we want?
Okay.
Which we have.
You see, part of what we want, I am not hearing my voice. Please, I just want to say something in response to what Diana said. Part of what we want, I'm just hearing my voice, is I don't want, we the public don't want a situation where our lawyers will be intimidated in court. If possible, we can have additional. We could have somebody from the north. I don't know who that person may be. We'll mix it up. We don't want all
everywhere. Let it be shaken.
Yes. We'll mix it. We can bring a Bakoba from the east. We'll bring this other one I mentioned, or any other person from the north. Let them come in support of Bankole Smith. Then we move. Let's see who wants to stand us. We'll clear everybody who wants to be singing for a murderer. Who is the Oba? How can somebody be Lord over us when we have Almighty God?
Exactly.
We need to be aggressive in this case. We need to be aggressive, okay? There's no time for chicken-minded people.
Yeah. The lawyer will be hearing it, and that's why I say we're going to write the things that we need, and also what we want to achieve. Now, on the side of the lawyer, the character, getting the lawyer to be strong, active, okay, the lawyer to be performing. Now, also, what exactly do we want to, from justice for Mohbad? Let's list 10 things that we need. When we say we want justice for Mohbad, what are the 10 points that we want the lawyer to deal with in justice for Mohbad? Without
First point.
Not now. Me, I don't have that energy now. Not now.
Okay, wait. Can I just?
We can just discuss over again. Just go on. Yeah, let's talk about it. Go on.
Okay. Before then, let me just speak to Ayelistic. She made a very good point when she spoke about people bashing Baba. Ayelistic, see, we love Baba, even on this platform, and we're supporting Baba. But you need to understand there's a difference between bashing or dragging and constructive feedback. What we do on this platform is to analyze the case, nitty-gritty of the case, okay, constructively, and then we say they need to do this. But because they're not doing it, then we're getting frustrated. That's the problem. We're getting frustrated. We're not seeing action. It's just mouth. We're not seeing action. For example, yesterday, the question was put to them that who have you sued? They said, nobody. So we love Baba, but we want Baba to do the right. Baba is the boss. He employed Shitu. Shitu works for Baba. Shitu reports to Baba. I will tell Shitu, listen, I want you to sue Nigerian police because they did this, they did that. Then Shitu will now advise Baba the pros and cons of what he wants and then apply the law to it. But he's not doing it. I'll come out tomorrow and say, I instructed Shitu to sue Nigerian police, he has refused. Then we go on Shitu. But for now, we go on Baba because Baba is the boss. And that's what we're getting frustrated. Adenike loves Baba. She actually speaks to Baba from time to time. So what they're saying on New York's platform, I went there today to talk. We don't hate Baba. We want justice. But this thing is dragging too much because, listen, it's by fire, by force. Nothing good comes easy. You need to fight for everything. We know we are fighting against powers and principalities. We can win. This morning, I've read 4 cases from Nigerian courts where people actually won against Nigerian police. Why can't we do that? So our starting point is to sue Nigerian police. Because even if we go to Corona, after Corona, Mohbad was unlawfully killed, they refer the case to DPP. What evidence has the police gathered to date? The crime scene is still accessible. People are still going in and out. All the evidence has been contaminated. Not saying anything. The lawyers are not doing anything. Sue Nigerian police tomorrow, you get justice. Because I can bet with you, yeah, the police will produce, they produce who actually killed Mohbad. Sue them. Section 4, Nigeria Police Act 2020 says the primary duty of the police is to detect and prevent crime.
Prevent and to detect crime and to protect the life and properties of its citizens.
Thank you. I took a dead body to the police station. They didn't do anything. No grounds. Because they failed in their duty. They acted contrary to their own law. What they did contravenes their own law. saying, Baba, we want him to win. And then, because we said everything, then we start to suspect that it seems Baba doesn't want the full justice. Because if Wumi goes down, Adura goes down, Darusha goes down, even Blessing will go down. Because she heard of the crime, she didn't report to the police, she's complicit. Then we start to think, I think Baba doesn't want justice. So we love Baba, but we're not seeing results. We are ready to pay on this platform. We want to pay. They're not doing the right thing. So are you listening? So I just want to answer your query. I hope I made sense.
Yeah.
And furthermore, Alice, Mohbad is a human being like every person, okay? Knowing fully that this whole thing has to do with his family, so you will feel a certain way. It is only somebody with that feelings that will just want the whole family member to be going down, right? So there will be this sentiment there, and you will not expect him to be that much quick and fast about it. And at a point, he may even be forgiven, okay? Because the more the time goes, okay, the more what had happened to Mohbad become like a past tense. The same way Mohbad failed a day after Mohbad died, it's not the same way he's feeling today. It would have been this different. And the more they delay the case, the more now he would even be ready to have some kind of conversation that he wouldn't be able to have before. But if we have a foundation, the foundation will see that no. Rule of law must be held at all times. We don't beg, we don't want to. Why did you kill him? Simple. You kill him, let the rule of law take its course. We don't seem like somebody who can be that, who can stand on that time. You understand?
Furthermore,
And
realistic.
also realistic, I mean, it would make sense, but still Mohbad cannot control the lawyers. He's proven weak when it comes to the lawyers. He cannot tell them what to do. He's telling Muyiwa, Gures, all of these guys to control the lawyer that we employ the public. Then we should just take responsibility of that man, okay? Let his legal team not do anything again. Then let the public legal team right now, okay, let them embark on the journey, on the case. Let them do everything. Let us hold the public responsible for justice for Mohbad. And let the father just be there to support. Let's say, for example, the father is needed. But Mohbad, you say you saw blood in that house, right? Okay, come and tell us what you saw. He will come. He will say what he said. And then the lawyers will go and do what they want to do. How about that? That makes more sense. Now we don't expect him to do it. Him just come and say what you see, and then the public will do it.
Realistic. I just want to add more to what Paparano and Chessman has been saying. Have you ever wake up early in the morning to like pray for somebody that you really love? Adenike has a platform where we go early in the morning, 7 a.m. We do prayers for Baba Mohbad.
Together with Alice.
I hear that.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's how passionate this woman is. And she does not even want anybody to say anything negative concerning that man. But looking at the case, if you look at it with an eye of overview, you will discover that the man is bending powers. Like pressure is mounting him. For him, just for example, look at the recent song. In Yoruba, it means whoever spites the king or insults the king will kill. I mean, God doesn't kill. If he was singing for God, if that lyrics was to praise God, it doesn't come from the Bible. That lyrics actually is in response to what is happening. Like the Oba is arresting people seeking justice. So now, it means, Oba, please don't arrest me because I'm seeking for justice. It's now, it's a lyrics from, a cowardish mind. I'm sorry to say, but now, even Mohbad in his lifetime, so brave to bring that man to book. And that petition of Mohbad is a public document. We can talk about it. And it's unfortunate that the name of Elegushi is in that petition. If his name is not there, you will not find his name on my lips or on the lips of everybody seeking justice. But Olele, Sam Larry, Obele, all of these people went to beat Mohbad on instruction of Oba Elegushi. So we keep talking about it. It's a public document, unfortunately. It has come to stand. You can't do anything about that. Except if you come out to say, Sam Larry, I am going to beat Mohbad. not on my instruction. But he has not come out to say that. He only said he doesn't know Sam Larry, which is not sufficient. You does not know somebody does not mean you can't send the person assignment. You can give assignment to anybody, either you know the person or not. But he did not address the issue in that petition to say he did not ask Sam Larry, instruct Sam Larry Olele Ubele to beat Mohbad. He needs to answer those questions. I will keep talking about it because it is a public document. So what I'm trying to tell you is that don't think otherwise about Adenike. She wants justice for Mohbad. And I also want you to look at it that way also. That Baba may bend or succumb to pressure, but we are not going to succumb to any pressure. We want that justice. We need to nip it.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, go on. Never succumb, like B said. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I don't care. Paparino, I understand that Paparino doesn't talk outside here. He doesn't even talk to Baba or have any, personal conversation with Baba. But when it comes to Adenike, she has access to Baba. She has Baba's number. She calls him. So for her to come here, thinks that she can actually go to Baba directly to say to Baba, she comes out here to say them. That's the problem I'm having right now. And the other day, I wasn't on Paparino's platform, but I saw someone was playing the raw screenshot on the video on their platform, and I saw something that they said Paparino was saying is Baba Emmanuel. Things like this, little things like this is just what is making people to think otherwise of this whole thing that, the whole thing that the foundation thing. Because they feel they have a different agenda. Because if we want love this man, or we're supporting this man at some point, I'm all of a sudden because this man is not doing well what we expect him to do, and we're all coming out to castigate him, to take down and say things about him. It doesn't speak well of us, because if I say I love somebody and I said, okay, I'm going to stand by this person and support this person, get what this person wants, and the person is not letting me, I shouldn't. It doesn't look good on me as a person if I now all of a sudden just turn my back on them and just start saying to them public and harassing them. That means I have my own education, I have my own.
We need to while away time, so stop. Don't be too slow. No, go on.
I really love them. For me to be doing that, I understand that Baba is not, but Baba probably doesn't even know what he wants, or he doesn't even know. He might know what he wants, but he doesn't know how to get them. So we now, in any way that we can assist him to get that justice, because we might be saying things that he is not even seeing. We might even, know things that he doesn't even know. So in any way that we can support him without actually bringing his character down, or tearing him down in public, or saying things that will make even, anybody that have the intention of supporting this man turn back against him. That's just turn their backs against him. That's just where I'm coming from. I understand. I can see all the loopholes. I can see all what is going on, and I myself am not happy. Well, I mean, we are 9 months in this movement. It's been ongoing for a very long time. But we should just be careful on the things we say about this same person that we are supporting us.
Are you listening? Are you Yoruba?
No.
I mean, there's a saying where we come from that you can take an elephant to the river to drink water, but you can't force that elephant to drink that water.
And ox.
See, it looks like we feel like Baba wants justice, but he wants half justice. You get my point? Because as it stands now, if we get justice, it looks like the entire Aloba whatever will be wiped out. Even Baba that ordered the burial of somebody that the cause of death is unknown, he may go down. So these are the feelings we have on this platform. We want him to do well. We want him to get justice. But they're not just eating the nail on the head. That's the problem.
But can we go ahead and do it?
Hi, Shot. Hi. Aye. Can I engage you for a few minutes? I just came up and I heard you talking about Adenike coming out to call Mr. Loba out. You guys should pardon me. I'm used to this way of life. I call people by their, nomenclature. So the baba, I'm not really used to it. I'm used to call so that it's clear for me. Now, Mr. Loba, you said Papariano don't talk outside the platform, but Adenike do talk outside platform. So Adenike is in best position to have interacted with Mr. Loba on many occasions and possibly what she's coming out to exercise her frustration. She has tried all she could and she's meeting Waterloo all the time. Have you tried to engage Adenike and say, you have access to Mr. Loba, you speak to him, why do you come out, to exercise your frustration? Maybe that should be the beginning of the understanding why she does that and why many people that also speak to him do that too. Because at the end of the day, you want to help someone that you used to be a public commentator, you now have access to that person, to talk to that person, but the person never yields. Now, how do you help such person? And you're saying, don't call him out, don't talk about those things that you've even discussed with him, and he never yields, but you need to help him. So in my head, I'm kind of confused. How can you help such person when you also need his approval for those things you need to help him with? How? Maybe if you have a better way to help him, maybe people will look into that better way and then follow suit. Because many people always say, when you come out to talk about what is wrong in order for it to be corrected, they tag it as an affront of attack. Whilst if you don't criticize certain things, you are not going to get change. Now, if someone like Papariano, I would say Papariano is guilty, just the way you come. You never engage with the man, you just say it, you are certain to do it. But Adenike, I've had a number of encounters with him and nothing is changing. So let's take Adenike as the case study. What do you think if you are Adenike? How would you have helped him?
But do we know why can't we go back? Why can't we talk to the people who are around him? Honestly, I don't even know what to say, to be honest. But I just feel I think I'm being too emotional about the whole thing because I just feel so sorry for the man for all what has happened to him. But I would see any way I can help, because just as what Paparani was saying, that we don't really need, there are some things that we don't need him to, to sign or to support us that we can, still go ahead and do without his consent. Why can't we start with that and see? Then maybe if he sees progress in that, maybe then he can, you start seeing reasons why he should listen to us. What do you think about it?
All right. This is my first time of ever hearing you. Maybe you will have heard me before. And for me, this is it. In finding solution for things, you will have tried A, B, C, and you begin to think of the D. It means that before now, people have supported this man. They've given him everything, and they still see him as a symbol to get justice for Mohbad. But while someone like me do not want to engage with him because I see it as an effort in futility.
I want people to please send, if it's an appeal, if it's a call out or anything, to those who are still keeping the man, because I don't trust the correctional treatment. This here is on bail. Let them please, in all sense of humanity, allow the young man to go home, treat himself, and take care of his health. we cannot afford to see his health deteriorating to the extent that it will be difficult for us, or it could be hard for us to manage or to take care of him. Please and please, I don't know. The woman just boarded the bus. She's on her way. I told her, you have to come to a platform that as in the platform that is functioning, the most functioning platform at the moment. As in as at this minute.
No, Gracie.
Am I very no?
Please, Gracie. Ejo, please. Ejo.
There's nothing we can do from here now.
No, it's not even. You understand what I'm saying, Ejo? All these the best of
Can I keep quiet or I should talk?
Talk, but don't mention the most.
It's okay. You have said your own. What's all this going on? Stop stampeding somebody.
I will stampede you, sir.
Stop stampeding me. You can't
stampede me. I will stampede you.
We will go here.
Mo stampede mi loko yin ma le mo. Emi loko yin ma le mo. Ẹ lọ sáwọn tó ń pera wọn supreme kẹ lọ fún wọn lóhùn náà.
Is there any difference? Ìyàtọ̀ wà láàrin méjèèjì ni.
Supreme ice cream.
Anti-justice náà gbogbo yìí. Please, in a space of few minutes, because why I'm coming to say this is that I might not be here to compliment what she's going to say.
But I would have loved you. My opinion, no, the way I do things. I wouldn't want her to come here to talk. I would have loved you to communicate with her. Whatever she wants us to do, then you can relate to us. Yeah, like
as in what she has told me is that we should please send our voices to the judge. To please release Arifa. Sign the release paper.
Okay.
And we can do that now. She doesn't have to come, sir. My opinion.
Well, that's anyhow. But at least it's. I want law become resume Champions League. So I might not have time to.
Thank you very much. Thank you for disrupting. Before Iguresi publicly interrupt our program. Let me go. Let's picture. It is what it is. I'm sure before Wednesday, Arifa is coming out by God's grace. Let's keep our fingers crossed. We'll continue praying for him. It is what it is. Let's hear. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for standing by and enjoying these moments. Hashtag free Arifa Veron. I believe. Okay, Mr. Supervise, my brother, thank you very much for staying by. Thank you for your brilliant submission. Thank you for all you've been doing for Justice for Mohbad. Thank you for being a symbol of peace and unity in this justice for Mohbad. Thank you very much. God bless you. It is what it is. Yesterday on this platform, I said something concerning Arifa. But as well, I may not want to go all around to say one or two, but I think the court cases, their case, I think it's Monday or Tuesday now. So, and the judge will be on ground. And I know, I strongly believe that they will be granted bail on Tuesday. I just strongly believe that. God will do it. They will be freed. Barrister Olaide, please, you heard what Mr. Guregure said before he dropped. Can you please, what's your take as a barrister? You're a learned person. What's your take about what I said Barrister Guresi, about what Guresi just said now concerning Arifa?
Yeah, thank you. It's quite sad that after making the bill conditions that are still in custody, correction action time actually. And it's one of those things that are talking about, the injustice. There's nothing you can do. I said at that time when someone came here and tried to distract us, I said Nigerian government have over the years flouted court orders, not even in the military era. We know military era, they don't believe in court. In democracy, since 1999, we've noticed flouting of court orders, and I've mentioned something, and this is one of the things that we've been trying to. Oh, can you just give me like a few minutes? I'll come back to you.
Okay. Few minutes said. Mommy Ditola, can you add your voice, please?
I think for me, the best thing to do, I agree with what you've said, that I'm hoping that they will be released on this week coming up. As for the wife coming on here to speak, I don't think it's for me. I don't think it's right. We've heard it, so we'll know what to do, and I don't think there's anything that we can do than hope and pray. There's no point for her to come up here to come and talk, because they will pick up on that and bash on her. And really, truly, there's no need to come on this platform to do that. Maybe something else, but not with his health. Adura lama shifun. Because even to bawa bito waso, talo fe mu doctor lobe. Shamani ki doctor wole lo treat any. Of course, I won't know if she king kokon shari fambe. So they will take care of him in the hospital there. Ọlọ́run adé dáwọ́lé àlàáfíà tó lára lágbára Ọlọ́run. Ohun tó fẹsẹ̀ rìn wọ́n bẹ̀ ló máa fẹsẹ̀ rìn jáde àtòun àti Veron.
Okay, Mama Edishitona B, you got a call. Thank you very much. For me, that's been my opinion too, because even our lady too, Yeye Yinka, she too, when she got in, she fall sick, and she was taken to the hospital for treatment. We have been calling on the magistrate before now that they should release these people because they've not done anything wrong. They are not criminals. They didn't murder anybody. They didn't kill anyone, and that is it. So for me, hopefully too, they will be getting their freedom very soon. Like somebody said on this the comment section that she dreamt and she saw that Arifa was released. That is the angle me I'm picking from. Thank you very much, everybody that has been on this platform. Thank you. The Ish Talk, please. You want to say something about that? The Ish Talk, the Ish Talk, are you there, sir? Okay. -1. Ish Talk is -1. Barakatagaza, are you there, sir?
Yes, Daddy. Thank you very much. Actually, I spoke to Arifa yesterday. You know, he was really down. You know, and bringing the wife to come and speak. I think I'm going to support yourself and Madam Detala and the likes of the comment section. That I think we're going to do it behind closed doors. I was told he was going to get in touch to yourself and the Niche Talk as well. You know, in this struggle, again, what we need is to, you know, support one another either way and to help whichever way we can help, you know, and we have been doing that for a very long time. We won't stop. And I pray that God will give him a quick recovery, whatever it is. It will not going to be a permanent. He's going through a lot inside that place. I speak to him most every day, really, just to check on his mental health. And yeah, I spoke to him yesterday. He was not, you know, he was really down. There's so many things happening to him in there that he's not speaking out to tell people, but he speaks to he's comfortable with. Him to speak for them, those people that were arrested, and I'm sure the legal team are planning something for them by next week. There will be a surprise coming out for them, just to again to put it out there that these people have been unlawful. They've kept them, they've deprived them for their fundamental human rights, and so on and so forth. You know, it's terrible. You know, the
For all you've been doing. Ish Talk, are you there? Ish Talk, is it Lola Pew Pew? Oh, Gabay. Oh, Gabay. Let me just play this song before I come back to this platform. Let me play this.
Ọlọ́run ló dàbí ènìyàn, ènìyàn àbúrò. Èèyàn ibà dàbí Ọlọ́run, wọ́n ìbá gbé kojú máa rọ̀. Wọ́n ìbá ṣàyè bọ́ ṣe rẹ̀, wọ́n ìbá lórí àgbégbò. Wọ́n ìbá sàbẹ̀fẹ̀ lówó, wọ́n ìbá pè kó máa rọ̀.
And I told her, I don't know why you are going to them. The more you go to them, the more you get dragged. Just let them be. They're feeling like they're Baba, they are feeling for Baba Mohbad, and they're not thinking about justice anymore. I don't know what they want. At the end of the day, Baba, you guys have Baba Mohbad there. How about Mohbad? What plans you have?
I mean, even York threatened to block me this morning. I went up there just to tell them that I think you guys are missing it. Gorexi was there. Adetola Duke was there. Bossman was there. He actually came down for me. And I spoke. They actually put me on the big screen. Eventually, they dropped me twice. And then York goes, Chessman, I'm going to block you.
No, you have to understand. They are making people happy. You know, for them, right, when they are gathered and they are like 700 in numbers, and so they think that is the real narrative, that is where things happen. You know, people that you see, they're just like water. They are just there maybe to some of them to catch close to just maybe out of the love they have for Baba Mohbad just to be around. People really want to see something happening. A lot of people are tired. That is the truth. They are tired.
Yes,
and
yes.
They will continue keeping them like sardine without doing the right thing. Those guys will be the same people to go after them. Just keep watching. That's why me, I'm just watching. I'm watching. Berekete. Now we don't hear Berekete anymore. Berekete. They almost eat me up on Berekete.
You know what they said to me? They say you're Paparano's dog. Chessman, you're Paparano's dog.
What is this? Come out now. Are you going to come for this line?
So chipping in our discussion. You see, so far, the last inquest have not heard, and I don't know, all the legal representation, if they have sorted the service of
Hello? Good afternoon. Okay, now my water. Now me, my brother. No, you don't come. Okay. Huh? No, just they cook for kitchen. I don't cook finish. Okay. They come.
get someone outside Nigeria because of, the nature of things, not to go and meet someone that is still loyal to the system indirectly, and you think they are helping you. And we did try to get people outside, but what we found out that is as good as finding someone in Nigeria with the ones that we even found. Some Nigerians also influenced it. But now, just because before I came up, I got an SMS and I was told that a professor has actually been found. So later today, if anybody sees Comrade Mosi, just tell him to DM me so that I can talk to him. He can reach out to Ada Foundation. We can have a robust discussion and see how fast those people can get a copy of the CTC of the postmortem results, and they can analyze it so that we all can have a better understanding of everything there. We might probably have been saying some things that are not even, serious, or we might have downplayed something that are serious.
Got that since now. They should have got that since if they are really deep in the case.
No. I just told you.
It is 5 days now.
Yeah, it doesn't matter the time. It doesn't matter the time. The idea was to get people outside. They've actually gotten, and when they do background check for those, you go be like, I beg, you know, go meet them. They don't work with these people before. You know that kind of thing. It's an industry where the people are the top. Because if you want to challenge a professor, you must bring another professor to challenge. So it's an industry where, just like when you have chiefs or Oba, they do Oba meeting. You cannot want to pick someone we go say another Oba don't talk like. You need to find, you understand what I mean? But from the indication I get, they've gotten about, yeah. But if anyone sees Comrade Mose, just tell him to reach out to me so that he can discuss with the other people as quick as they can. Yeah, thank you very much.
Email him. I mean, if you have his number, you should try to. You should have his number.
I don't have his number. When he reaches to me, I'll get it.
Just tell him to inbox to you this time.
Yeah. Cheers, man.
I mean, one of the questions is when the pathologist said that the blood we saw was a mixture of clay and water or something. We need to ask him that question. I don't get it. That was pure blood. He said it was mixture of clay.
I will still not believe on that. To me, I still need to of what was said by that request. People coming to say what was said, I don't believe them again. I swear. I want to read the CTC of what Prime Boy said.
Moses was there. He was there.
You won't understand.
Okay, I get it.
They were arguing against themselves about so many things. You know that? Those that two, three people were there, they were still arguing against themselves.
Because
we don't know at what point one of them went to peace and come back.
Okay, fair enough. We wait for the CTC to come.
Me, I want, because I hear about that clay, that water and clay. But this Moses is not the only one who said so. I mean, even that
African TV was there.
Even one lawyer said so. Even one lawyer, the entertainment lawyer. The entertainment lawyer to say David Olai or something like that also said so. That it was water mixture with clay, that because it was raining that day.
Honestly, that is ridiculous. That's the most ridiculous I've had in my life.
Hello.
Please, I want to ask some aristocrats a question. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, madam. Go ahead, please.
Kindly, on your platform the other day, there was a seasoned GP that was analyzing the results of the pathologist.
Dr. Water.
Yes.
Dr. Water and Dr. Wale too. Now, Dr. Water is a GP. Dr. Wale is a cardio surgeon. But this time, what we will get, you know, in medicine, is like when you say in, let me say, in engineering, there are specialties. You have civil engineers, an electrical engineer, every other thing. So a GP can talk generally, just to give us an idea. But what we want to do is to get a pathologist that their job is to do autopsy and toxicology. They will be able to explain better, and that will not be faulted in the court of law. So if a pathologist analyzes a postmortem result, which is both autopsy and toxicology now, is full postmortem, and analyzes a postmortem result and is a pathology, just like Professor Shoyemi that came, it will not be doubted because that is their core area. But if you bring a GP to come and analyze it, it's like you brought a civil engineer to come and be talking about electrical. Yes, he can be able to talk about it, but is it your area of concentration? No. So that is why they were looking for pathology. And I think we will get, and we can get out too. Also, I think I'll discuss with Corey Modse. Most of these lawyers, what I found out is they requested for the CTC of the postmortem, but not the CTC of that sitting. So I think they also need to be requesting for the CTC of that meeting so that discussions, CTC of the meeting is different from CTC of the postmortem results.
Yes.
So the real discussion of that, that sitting should be looked at and, read what people said verbatim instead of misquoting them, and we get real things so that we can defend better. So, but we will try to engage outside the box and see how we can, create better exigency to achieve what we want to achieve. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. But sir, there's something I want to say. Conclusively, that result is termed to be inconclusive. But when Dr. Water was giving that analysis of 720 mils of parenting,
I corrected it. I actually corrected it. Now, and this is one of the reasons why I said, let real people in that field do it. And you see, if you read, if anybody has that 4 pages, if you go to it, it shows the measurements after the 3600 number, after the 3600, what do you call it? The 3600 number that was put there, which is 3600. It is 3000 nanogram /G. NG is meant for nanogram. G is for grams. Averagely in Nigeria, 1 protein is 5 grams that you take normally to sleep. Now, nanogram is nano, is not milli, is still lower than milligram, which means it will take like 10,000 nanogram is equal to 1 gram. Are you listening to me? So, yes. 3,600 nanogram is still not up to a gram. 0.0036
a tablet is how many?
A tablet is 5 grams.
Okay.
Now, in the system, what they found is 3,600 nanogram, which when you translate it, 10,000 nanogram makes 1 gram. Now, 3,000 nanogram means if you want to convert it, if you want to change it to convert it to grams, it means what was found in that blood sample is 0.0036 grams. You get what I mean? 0.00. So it's not even 1 up to a gram. So just as the professor said, it cannot harm anybody. What was in a system as at what it was gotten cannot. And let us look at the half of life of a puritin is like 12 hours. Yes. What it means that it will take 12 hours for it to fully dissolve and used by the system. So if he has taken that thing, it's probably to sleep. Maybe it was to sleep with it. The ingestion of that thing has happened for like over close to 11 hours or 10 hours. So even if you take 5 grams and they found it in the system, it means it has almost gotten to the half of life because it is less than 1 gram. Or there are other drugs it took that has the substance of the puritin. But be that as it may, what was found in the system shows that all those substances, the paracetamol, the caffeine, the puritin, are not enough to harm anybody, even a fish. So it is of no danger or of anything.
Okay, but you remember the police reports? They were reading out everything that was given to him.
Yes.
What those things were found?
Yes. What was found? You know, this is why I said we need a proper pathologist to read it. From what I have read, and I've tried to use my common sense to just dissect is, most of all those things that the nurse said he gave to him, number 1, antibiotics, number 2, tetanus or whatever, was not found in the system.
Why?
So if truly, let's look at it, let's think around it. If truly the nurse injected Mohbad, those things, it will be found in the system. Because when you die, the system will stop processing those things. So when they will do the toxicology, they will find it there. They will find it there. It will not go because the system will shut down in less than 1 hour totally. Now, it means we can then say, let's just look at common sense. Could it be said, this is an assumption, that the person that the nurse actually injected was not Mohbad?
Yeah.
Because if it was Mohbad sample that was taken, and things they found in Mohbad sample were not things that the nurse even said she gave, but they can be inferred. Number 1, maybe when he went for show, he took energy drink. Caffeine would be in energy drink. Maybe when he was in pain, he took paracetamol or pain reliever. Then the substance of paracetamol will be found in him. Maybe the puritin was in him because part of those things that have been said in the past, they will say it wakes up very late. It wakes up very late because it sleeps late. Maybe it takes such drug to sleep. Maybe. You understand what I mean? I'm saying maybe. Therefore, we can only infer. But if we base ourselves on what the nurse said, we can then say, based on what the nurse said, if we need to believe the nurse, I do not think it was Mohbad sample that went for the toxicology then.
Yeah, someone else's sample. The Grammy gave him paracetamol before the nurse came.
Thank you. So somehow, if we put, if we try to compare and contrast, we can say, not total. Can we agree that the sample was that of Mohbad? Because if the nurse gave him some things, they are not there. But the one DJ Bami said, I gave him paracetamol, what they inferred that it takes sleeping pill to sleep, just from what they said from the past. We don't know if he took it that night. If we can also say that most of the time this musician, they said it doesn't take alcohol again, but he probably take energy drink, maybe. Because they drink energy drink like water.
But so he drank that bitters.
He took alcohol at Ikorodu. He took
alcohol. So if he took the bitter, probably we need to analyze the components of the bitter, whatever. If it also are part of those things that got. So
these are the sample that was sent.
That sample is not a sample.
Listen. We cannot say authoritatively.
No, I say I suspect.
Yes, that is why I'm talking from a perspective of hypothesis. Maybe, maybe not. So it is now for us to say, you said the result is inconclusive, no wala. But these samples that you found, let us juxtapose it with what the nurse said. Are you saying the nurse did not administer any form of medication to Mohbad? Because if she did, as at the reported time of death, it is not up to 3 hours that he died. So the half of life of any drug in Nigeria is averagely 8 hours. If he gave you paracetamol, you take one in the morning, take one in the afternoon, take one in the night. It means you divide 24 hours by 3. It tells you when that drug will have been used by the body and you need to renew it. It means that if he was administered drug in less than 8 hours before he died, those things will now go for that. Come, you people. I mean, Madam Nurse, do you know Mohbad if you see him? No, I don't know him. But when I got there, they showed me this is the person to treat, and I treated the person accordingly. So, what happened? Did you double the body? That we do not even find any of it. These are questions for the legal team to answer, to ask. And these are questions for police to answer, and on and on. But the people that did the test only did a test. They don't know the person that died. They only tested the sample that came to them. So we need to go back and say, you exhumed the body on the 21st of September. On that toxicology report, they took the sample on the 22nd of September, which means a day after it was exhumed, his body was prepared. They did the autopsy. They could take the sample. But you send the sample to these people in the month of March the following year. What causes the delay? Can you tell us that those samples, if truly they are of the disease, they wouldn't have decomposed before you send them? Why was it delayed? And that itself can be attributed that is a conspiracy, sort of, to delay the sample, so that when you even send the sample to the laboratory to do, they will not get accurate results the way they would have gotten it if they sent it on the 22nd of September. That is also a land to check, because at the end of the day, we need to think logically. If they come and say the body is decomposed, a body of after 9 days that you exhume it is so much decomposed, but you took a sample on the 22nd and you delayed the same sample. When you know the sample are already decomposed, you delayed it further for like months. September, yes, September 22nd. So October, November, December, January, February, March. March 1st was when they sent it. So it took them more than 5 months before they sent it to the lab to test. So have decomposed further. Haven't that told them the result that they will not get accurate result? So it's like they work to get an answer of inconclusivity. That is what I'm going to say. That is what I'm going to, based on their own evidences. So they should tell me what I'm saying is wrong. If they say it's wrong, then I don't believe it was a sample that was sent. Even if we say we should do our own postmortem now, we cannot get accurate result again because they told us it's decomposed. So what are we going to get? We probably look for something else to get. His age, you can get it through the bone marrow, you can get some other thing. But element in his system, we can't get it again because the sample are decomposed. If you look at that result of toxicology, it is stated there that after 5 weeks of submitting results, if something else will not be done, after 6 weeks, they are going to destroy all the samples they send to them. But after 5 years, they will expunge the result in their system. It means that as of today, all the samples they've sent to NMS have been destroyed by NMS because it's over 6 weeks. So we then now say, go, if they now give authority because the body is still under the custody of the state, that is why the family cannot go directly to take sample for postmortem result. If they now give them authority to say, okay, allow them to take, maybe next month. When did he die? He died in September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. 9 months already. And they said they should go in July. So for 9 months, what you cannot get accurate answer after 10 days of death, will you get accurate answer after 9 months of death? So in other words, medical examination cannot help to find the reason for his death. So we need to explore other ways that can help. There are still other ways. There are judicial ways to do it. There are investigative ways. So we just have to look at all these things, talk with lawyers, engage with them, and they need to explore other ways because the way it is, personally, except a medical person, because I'm not a scientist, a medical person, I'm only using my rational thinking, except a medical person tells us that those answers that we want to seek, if we do go for private postmortem, we will get them. Then we can go ahead. But if they say we cannot get it, why waste money? Another thing we should always also look at, if you look at that report that is shared, what did the Lagos State DNA and Forensic Center, what was their request with that forensic? You will read it. Was that the request we all wanted? What was their request? What did they tell the lab to search for? Because it is what you told the lab to search for that they will charge you for. And as a matter of fact, the lab said what they charge for that thing is just $700. And they did it in 2 weeks. And it was 2 reports. They did this number one. They sent it to the ISTI, Biosciences, to say, look at the result. If you need any further thing, tell us so that we will do it. And they told them everything is fine. A week after, they prepared the final result and gave to them, which they got in the month of August. So really, you went to lab to say you want to do blood tests. Maybe you will tell them what you want to test for. So if you are someone that have diabetes and you only went there that you check for blood counts and malaria, they will not check for diabetes. They will only check for blood count and malaria. Abi? So what was actually requested by the people that sent something to be requested? So for me, these are questions. So personally, from where I sit, I'll say, I don't want to look at the postmortem. I don't want to look at it. I want the lawyer to tell me what other way can we get the truth about what killed, who killed this guy. Because those sides, it has shown that we might not even get accurate answer 9 months after. People will do it for 10 days after, they tell us that it's inconclusive. We will want to do it 9 months after, waiting we will get.
1 year. I concur.
Waiting we won't get now.
I concur. I agree.
It's from our own angle. We are looking at it because we are not professional.
Yes, it's good for, yes. And they will tell us.
Aristocrat, please, I just want to bring our attention to the fact that there was this discrepancy, argument about the Lagos State government itself getting in touch with that foreign lab. Either it is
the argument, this was what happened.
Yeah.
And I think in terms of suing, we can explore that place to sue. And this is what I mean. When a research was done, if you look at that report, NMS sent it to their own customer that sent the sample to them. And you look on top of the person they sent it to. They sent it to ISTI Biosciences, which is at 677 Georgetown, Pennsylvania, America. Lagos State DNA and Forensic Center is in Broad Street, Lagos. So let us take from what in November, someone came to tell us that the sample has been sent to America. First, there was confusion. Was it America or UK? They came and said it's America. Again, that was in November. Again, in February, when Brekete called Mr. Omotosho, the Commissioner for Information, and said, we want to ask you a question about it. And he said, we'll get back to them. He got all his information. I'm very sure he will reach out to that center and say, give me all the details about this thing. And they told him, we have sent it to our affiliate, because that was what they wrote inside that thing, our affiliate laboratory, NMS lab in Pennsylvania, America. Correct. They did not mention ISTI Biosciences Lab, LFC, in Georgetown, Pennsylvania, which means there is a conspiracy of a sort. Why you are telling the public that you send it directly to NMS, but in actual fact, you've conceived or you've conceived or you have concealed, you conceived a lie and concealed the truth from the people by not telling them that you sent it through a third party. That ISTI Biosciences is actually declined to Lagos State, not NMS. Because when people now went to NMS, because that was the name they gave to them, the journalists, etc., they will search for Lagos State. Number one, it is in their rules that they don't take international samples for investigation. So they will be surprised to say Lagos State. Is Lagos State one of the states in America? No. Where is it found? That is Lagos in Brazil. That is Lagos in Vietnam. That is Lagos in Africa, in Nigeria. And they say it's Nigeria owned. Check your customer log. Do you have Lagos State? No, it's an international something. We can never have it. That is breaking our rule. They check, nothing. They told the journalists, Oga, the number you are calling is not available because your name is not in our list. So they cannot give you any information. But has it been that they've communicated that we send the sample to NMS through Biosciences? People will be calling Biosciences and say, Ogbeniwa, you are the direct customer of Lagos State. You understand what I mean? You are the direct customer of Lagos State. So, yes. Now you will go to talk to, because we do not have any moral justification or legal justification to talk to NMS. NMS don't know us. But because they concealed the truth from the lie that they conceived, we've been chasing a white goose. They sent us on a white goose chase. A goose that is in the bush. We are running after a white goose. We went on a white goose chase. And that means they deceived us. That is being deceived. So based on that, we can even sue them for deceiving the public. Even the letter that they wrote to the Deputy Commissioner of Panti, Deputy Commissioner on Investigation in Panti, they said that Lagos State DNA and Forensic Center sent it to the affiliated laboratory, NMS, in America. They still refuse to talk about the middleman. What are they hiding? Secondly, a director in the Lagos State DNA Center, Richard Somari, is the owner of ISTSI Biosciences. So we can now ask this question. This means this is not the first time they've been doing this. There is a business in America, and that business has lied, even in the American system, that you don't take foreign samples, but they use their own company to collect foreign sample to now send it to NMS, which means they violated the law in America. Number two, I'm still coming to NMS. Biosciences has a conflict of interest. A director in the Lagos State lab is the owner of that business. Why will you be giving business to your business? No be juju be that. I be no be stealing be that. So that is corruption on its own. So those things need to be probed. We will then ask them again, what is the cost of this test, toxicology that you did? Because what you paid NMS is just $700. If you convert it to Nigerian naira, it's around 1,000,000 naira or 1,005,000 naira. So they should tell us. And secondly, they told us, they lied to the Commissioner of Information that it will take 8 to 10 weeks, whereas it only took 2 weeks after delivery of the sample for NMS to churn out the result. So why lie? Even if they transported it, it cannot take more than 3 days to get it to America, if it they crawl, because they will surely send it by plane. So let's say handling, it arrives in America in the morning. They go carry and go biosciences the following morning. Maybe following day, they now take it to NMS. You know if it passed 3 days. So why did it take 6 months before it gets to them? For me, these are questions that have to be asked. So we can tell them that they've been wasting public money to do rubbish, shenanigans.
And even to me, I feel for these reasons, we could say we could reject the entire report based on this.
Yes,
reason.
now. Yes. Based on the reason I said this result is not pure. The result is not pure.
They have done that.
It's not pure.
It's a newspaper. They have done that.
So it's not pure. Yes, they've done that, though late, but good. They've said it. But when they get to court next week, they will vote on it, because it's obvious that the process. You see, before you get a result in a case like this, it is not the result that we want. It's the process of getting the result right. The process of getting the result is shady. So how can we now believe the truth? And we can even tell government that is need to prosecute the staff that have misled the public.
Yeah, you cannot put something on nothing.
Yes, just the way we are talking about empowerment. Yes, the public can discuss on that and raise it up and tell the government. It is still the public, not be public money. We even tell them how much did they use. Freedom of Information, FIO law, FOI, Freedom of Information. Tell us how much does it cost the state to do that toxicology? If it is more than $1,000, because they will say logistics and all that. If it is more than $1,000, and we know NMS did it for $700, then we need to probe them. That is corruption. Where is the rest of the money? You understand what I'm saying? At every place, the public must be gateway, because it's a commonwealth that they are using. Simply a commonwealth. And for me, this should be the robust discussion. Intellectually and factually, when you go also with the professional, intellectually, you've done the field work. Now call professional to help you to add flesh to it. Take it to the court and tell them, oh yeah, this is what we think. Even the judge will say, with all the evidences here, we know if you accept what you bring. It's a waste of time of the court. So we need to explore another one.
Honestly, aristocrats, look at the way you elucidated, adumbrated, and the way you give a lucid account, very clear and meaningful. How can somebody call this platform anti-justice, for crying out loud? How? God, honestly, I don't understand this justice for Mohbad. It's painstaking. People are taking their time to help. I mean, you spoke now. Everything you said makes absolute sense. And some people will say, don't go to Paparano. They will mess up your mental health. How? We are educating people here. That's what we are doing.
Thank you, Chessman. Please, I want to ask another question to aristocrats. Sir, please. There is this thing, I don't know if you can just shed light. Hello?
Yes, I'm all ears.
Yeah, thank you, sir. If you can please shed light on the position of the public when it comes to this justice that we seek for a member of the public that is deceased. Because to my knowledge, I know that Mohbad, in his lifetime, he was a member of the public, a citizen of Nigeria. Which we all are now. And I also believe that the public has a duty to like inquire to know what's the cause of his sudden demise. And again, I know that government of a country has the duty to protect its citizens. It's in the constitution. And in this case of Mohbad, we are looking and we are seeing all the state agents, especially the Lagos state agents, the police and other government officials, the ones in the medical field, like those that went to do the pathology test. See the way they have handled the case of Mohbad, who is also a member, a citizen, also a citizen of Nigeria. Look at the way we are handling this thing. It could be anybody tomorrow. So now, when the public is looking to get justice for Mohbad, and we are doing this under a registered foundation, don't we have the right to do it strictly and bring evidence and bring, people who can be like witnesses, either from the family or not? Must we, members of the public who wants to seek justice for Mohbad, seek permission from the parents of the deceased? Must we look at him as a gate that we must pass through to get justice for a fellow member of the public? I think we need clarification, sir, if you understand my question.
This is what I'm going to take. Permit me to take us on a simple journey.
Thank you.
Number one, the state. What is the state in this context? Because if you check the definition of the state, a political state is a defined territorial entity that is sovereign, that has its leadership, that has the people, and it has a name. So if in politics, when we check, is Nigeria, those days they will say, is Nigeria a nation state? Is Nigeria a state? We will say no. Nigeria is a nation state because Nigeria has multiple of nation in it, but it is a state because it has one government. Now, let's break it down to the state of, in this case, it is the people that makes up the state. You have a plain land. If people do not live there, animal cannot be a state. It will be called a reserved area. Now, because human beings are living there, and there are laws in the society, and everybody is exercising their rights and their civic duty to the state. Therefore, they have leadership whose job has been well itemized and explicit in the Constitution of the nation. Now, the first part of the Nigerian Constitution, 1999 as amended, says the primary duty of the government is to protect life and properties of the citizen and their economic well-being. Now, if their job is to protect their lives. Now, in the case of when one of the citizens is pied and they do not know what killed the citizen, but they could infer that is not a natural cause of death, then it is the job of the state, because the states, the people have given their leadership that power to prosecute such criminal felony, and it is their job to ensure that they unravel the cause of the death of that person, investigate and establish that those who caused the death, either by mistake, either by plan, either predetermined or not predetermined, they are punished and sanctioned according to the laws of the land. Now, the government is acting in the stead of the people. Now, on justice for Mohbad, when Mohbad was buried, many of us, the only news we heard was like, Mohbad is dead, Mohbad is dead. as they announced it, maybe some seconds in the car, and it went viral, and someone else came. I took picture with him. I saw him. He was okay. Okay, the person we not see today. So after that, he was buried. Now, the following day when he was buried was after he was buried is when we were now hearing what happened in between the day he was pronounced dead and buried. And people that day, the few people that went to his burial, believed that Mohbad is a 6-footer in terms of height. And they saw the coffin that they used to bury him, that is far less than 6 feet. So how did he fit into it? Did he shrink? And they also demand, we did not see our star before he died. Let us see him while in the casket, because they did not do lying in state. And when they opened it, things that they saw, they were marveled, and they begin to ask questions. Even in the process of the burial ritual, his family, especially his wife, threw some things, some substance into the grave. It was reported, and people began to be suspicious. Then people demanded that no, we no go agree. Government, you must exhume this body, even if it has not been done in the world, in the history of Nigeria. Then there was riot every part of Nigeria for the first time, not only in Lagos State, not only in Ikorodu, not only in Lagos Island, but in Port Harcourt, in Abia, in Onitsha, in Ijebu, here and there. Now, there was riot, and the Lagos State government, because they are acting on behalf of the people, and the people have spoken, they swing into action. They exhumed the body 9 days after his death. Now, when they exhumed the body, they started, because they are doing it on behalf of the state. Therefore, as it is the people, the public now that I'm replacing state with. It is the people that the government is prosecuting this matter on their behalf. And that is why they came out with an inquest, and it is a public inquest, where the people, anyone that has evidence, anything that you know, can come to the judicial inquest. As a matter of fact, if today, Bossman have concrete evidences, undisputable and verifiable evidence that might help in the investigation of the cause of death of Mohbad, he is free to go to the inquest whenever it's done. He will raise up his hand, he will say his name, and he will make his presentation. You understand what I mean? So the public has a right to take any evidences there, to do evidence. And as a matter of fact, the family of the deceased, though they are interested party in this matter, they are also part of the public. As interested party, they are also part of the public. If not for the public, nobody will exhume Mohbad's body now. So the public have called out for it to be exhumed. So the public must take center stage in this matter to say they are the one to lead. And that is what I've been saying from the beginning. It is the public that should lead, because it is the public that demanded this thing should be done. For all you care, the family with their religion accepted that, oh, our dear Mohbad is dead. What thing we go do? We cannot bring him back to life. The father tried all he could, went to area command and said, give me police report. They denied him. He still took him to a morgue, and they said, no, you don't have this, you don't have that, we can't take it. Do you want the man to carry the body home and be looking at the body? No. So what should the man do? Or he will leave it in his room and be saying, Mohbad is dead, Mohbad is dead. He's not going to do that. What will he do? The best thing to do is, well, it has happened. Do I suspect? Yes. Even the police that I went to do, they chased me away as if, say, I get shit for body. Or they chased me away as if I dress in rag to a rich man party. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? So,
Papa, wait, Papa, give Aristocrat a clap now. Clap for him now, I beg. Clap for Aristocrat now, please. Papa, clap now.
Leave the clap. Aristocrat, in the chop. Now, What
I
am
don't
I
use
going
that
to
clap
do?
symbol again these days. I don't use it.
No worry, no, I no use that, no use that. They chop, they go.
Bon.
They chop, they go. So, as it were, what is he going to do? So, any man that is grieving in his position, he had to make decision. What will be the decision? We look at the traditional effect of it. They always say, parents don't bury their children. They send their relatives to help them to do it. Now, this man had been tortured enough. The man was in the ambulance that took his son to take him to the morgue. He was in that ambulance all the way with his dead son, that he refers to as his best friend, his first son. Don't you think that would have been traumatic enough? If the man wasn't strong enough, he might have run mad. Or his blood level will have gone high. He would be having migraine. He was in the same ambulance with his wife, or maybe they were in different car following each other, and they went to area command, not divisional police station, area command that controls the DPOs, that controls police posts. Went to area command, and area command denied him of a police report. Even denied to say, this dead body where you carry come. Can no be say, now you kill your pikin, you won't go use them for ritual where you bring them, make we investigate them. They don't do so. They say just they go like that. Abba. That is a number one failure of the police, which people should call out. Before we even go to Mohbad's petitions. No, on this matter, number one failure. When the man that everybody will say, he is not rich, he is poor. When a poor man that you also categorize as is not educated went to area command, and area command turned him down. Who do you think he should turn to? The man used his common sense. The man still wants to put his child in the mortuary. From his activity, his plan was not to go bury him. His plan was to preserve him and say, let me think. He got to morgue in Ikorodu again. The attendants there, they have a rule that they work with. Baba, now your picking, now my picking, no. Okay. When the police report, where they give you? They chase me out, oh. They won't give me before. They say they know they give me again. I'll be waiting at now, so, okay. When the medical... When the medical report where they give you, so that we go even use them to admit, say that the thing will kill this guy, maybe we file out. We not get you. We not get. They not give us. When I get there, now in body I see, as everybody they grieve, I see multiple people. I say, oh yeah, make a carry my pikin, go in Ikorodu, now Ikorodu I born am. Now you will find ourselves here. Oh. Ah, Baba, we could have helped you, Baba. But this document, if we do so, we will lose our job. And that is the procedure. Because it will be violating the corona law of Lagos State. What do you expect the man to do? You say, oh, I beg go, we will leave the body here. Papa, may we buy coffin. May we get coffin so that we go prepare him here, back for him, do him well, so that we can go bury him. Because we brought your backup account, you can't make noise. So we should now say that the man that was not given the support by the police, the mob did not support him. What do you want him to do with the body? The man then decided, let's bury him. And that was what happened. For me, I give the man pass mark because he's making decisions. And the man went to grief. Now, the state responded to it. I think the state, through the police, should have done better. Number one, they should have condoled his residence where he died. Number two, they should have widened the suspect list. Number four, they should have done proper house location forensic and communication forensics of people around him. Owing to the fact that this person, before his death, had complained in the public gear of bullying, intimidation, and various assaults. That he has even sent petition to Federal Criminal Investigation Department, not states. They should have done better. So these are areas for me that it is only the public that can call them to account. in a very stern way. Yes, the family can also call them to account. Now, this is what I think about the lawyers of Baba so far. Barrister Shutu is very experienced. You need to understand the whole case and see how it's going to help. The first lawyer I was given it to doesn't seem to be an experienced lawyer in this matter. The second lawyer that was given it to is a lecturer. When was the last time? Was he even a litigator? Or maybe he's a marine lawyer. Maybe he's a constitutional lawyer. Maybe that is not his field. He's a lecturer. He doesn't even reside in the territory, the jurisdiction of the case. Now, his daughter is there. As it was said on Arise yesterday, the lead counsel of Baba was referred as Odumosu's daughter. Fantastic. But has she given the right services to it? Have they sat the Baba down and said, Papa, from this case, this area, this area, this area, this area, this area, are where you can seek redress and compel the system to do what they have to do? No. It is the public that was telling them what to do. Have they done what the public wants them to do? No. Their priorities are different. Now, these for me are areas of concern for the public. And I think the public on its own does not also have its own misgivings. If it was the public that brought this matter up, the public shouldn't have queued behind the family. The public should have been a refuge house for the family. Just like the case of Oriyomi with the Adekoke family. Oriyomi stands as a foundation representing the public, and the family ran to them and say, help us, so they want to suppress us. We no get power. And they rose up and worked for them. You can see the difference. But in this case, it is the public that ran to the family. We want to help you. The family now say, okay, help us, so help us, so. But as soon as they help us, now we're going to make a decision for you because we know better than you, the public. That is what is happening. But it is never a late time for us to do the right thing. What it means is we will not be doing the right thing from a position of naivety, from a position of we don't know. We'll be doing the right thing from a position of experience and that we know. We have better appreciation of what is going on. And I think that will be the next discussion, not fighting anybody. Give Baba lawyer, he's entitled to his lawyer. The wife too is entitled to lawyer. Some people are paying the wife too. They are members of the public. Member of the public, as they are paying Baba's lawyer, whatever, it's because they love him. They can pay it. But the member of the public should know that the public will not be able to achieve their own objective through him, because the objective of the family is different from the objective of the public. The objective of the public should be the objective of the state. Where there's you find what killed, who killed, what was the motive, and if in the process anybody is guilty, they sanction them. That should be the objective of the public. I hope I've been able to answer your question, Glamby.
Yes, thank you so much.
Well done, Aristoka. You've done well. Well done.
Send the claps before I will continue.
Send down now. Clap for Aristoka. Now, Paparano, what did they worry you now?
Do you guys understand English? I don't use that symbol. I don't use it again.
Just for now.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well done, Aristoka. Well done.
No, there is this one question, very last one. I'm sorry to engage you for so long. We just want to be clear. Now, as the public, do we have to go through these gates, family gates, to get justice for a member of the public who was killed or murdered?
His family. When you see people that have, just like in DNA matter, they will tell you the people that have right to request for DNA. It is not for everybody. Same to, in this case, it has two legs. Homicide case or murder cases, is a felony, which makes it a criminal offense, which means it is the state that will prosecute it. Anything that is prosecuted by the state is a public matter. It's of public interest. They are prosecuting it on behalf of the public. So public is already part of it, as it were. Now, where does the family come in? Family is the primary interested party. Because in a society, the smallest nucleus of a society is the family. Therefore, it is the heart of the society. So the family is important. Now, what the public needs is this. The family needs to cooperate with, please look at what I'm saying, cooperate with the public and the state. It is not the state and the public that will cooperate with the family, no. Because the family is a smaller entity. Now, if you want to achieve a universal goal, you don't work with a smaller entity, you work with a bigger entity. Now, the state has all the apparatus, it is the custodian of the rules and everything. Therefore, and the public also have a space as the gatekeeper of whatever the representative in government are doing. Now, the family is a smaller entity of the public. So what the family will do is just like what happened. And the family came out and shouted, "Help me, oh, Nigeria, help me, oh. Rich people, they want to suppress me." If not be the public go to say, it is not public that say, "Help us, yo, the family of A, they no one give us justice." No. So if that is the arrangement of how it should go, therefore, the public should not put itself in a compromising position where it will be the family that determines what you need to achieve. Because in the holistic need of the public, you will find the need of the family as well. For example, like Baba said, when Mohbad died, that he has accepted for God and he went to bury the child. Since he tried little things he could try in his own way and he didn't come, he decided to say, "What can I do?" He said, "Please bury him because I can't keep him in the morgue." That was what happened. But now that the public have said, "Bring out the body," it is the state that is paying for the body. You understand? It is still the state that is the public. Now, what will happen? The family now went to meet the public. Help us, they want, and public say, "We will help you." Yes, the public is in many classes. Public is always fragmented. A, B, C, whatever. Maybe part of the public have decided that, "Baba, in part of helping you, we will pay for the legal representation." It is still the public. But the legal representation will be in your name. You will be the one to decide to help you to achieve whatever your family want to achieve. That is what is happening currently. But the public, in his own responsibility too, ought to go out and say, "The rest of the public, let's focus on representing ourselves through an organized setting, through foundation according to the procedure of all these things that will represent us." Because we have many, many publics. So look at the inquest. The MBA, Women in Law, they have representation through MBA and Women in Law. The creative industry, they have representation. They are all public too. Ada Art Foundation, Ada Universal Foundation is also representing some group of people that say, "We no go agree, we no go agree, we want justice." Now say, "No wahala. Make we get a lawyer. Now una go pay, we go pay." They don't get the lawyer. Say, "Anybody we want join us, we go the finance am." They are also a public. Another public is the public that is saying, "Baba Mohbad, get lawyer. They are not the one that say, "We get lawyer, take lawyer." "Baba Mohbad, we go look for lawyer for you. Now you make it select. Now you to set up whoever go to deal with them." You gave Baba Mohbad that power. And because you are supporting his interest. And that is why he has those lawyers. So if he's talking with those lawyers, the lawyers will listen to him. And whoever he told the lawyer that they should listen to. Now, if the public now says, "Hey, now they pay the piper where they play the tune. Okay, we know they control you, but this thing, we think say you should do it like this." And Baba will say, "Okay, we will consider what you've said." but over time, for months, they are not doing what you say. Or they do what you say when you say, we no go support you again, we quickly do them to appease you. Then the public should not fight him. What the public should do is what the public failed to do. Ensure that they organize themselves in a way that they get their own representative. If one has other foundation, look for another foundation if you think you need more to represent it. But if you think you don't need more, you can also join that foundation and be getting what you do. It doesn't mean you should stop supporting the Baba's lawyer because he came to you for help and you say you're going to help him. So you don't need to stop him from doing that. But what you need to do is your own lawyer will now have a universal quest, a universal vision, more than what Baba will have. Baba said in his interview that the reason he wants to get the DNA is because he has been hearing a lot of talk that, this Pekin, if he not be my Pekin, but he wants to be sure. It's a kind of closure for him. Good. He has the right to. We as public, do we want to know whether it's Aloba or not? No, we don't have the right to even question that. It is Baba that can raise it, and he has raised it. And we support him. But he will be the one to do what? To pursue it. Not the public that will pursue it on his behalf. But are there other hindrances that we are seeing that they are using to suppress Baba and even the justice? The public can take it up. Like someone writing a petition and put a blank statement and others. The public can take it up and say, what is the meaning of another's? They can take it up because that is affecting the public. It is the public, people in the public that are creating awareness for this that are being picked up. Then people in the public will need to caution themselves to say the right thing that will not make them to, violate other people's rights. So once all these things are gone, everybody will be happy. At the end of it all, what we want to get is that the public wants a safer society. The public wants a situation where any bagger might feel that if he buy anybody, will not be able to do so. The public can also say that even people, family of people, have the duty of care to their people. Don't say they are injured and say, I don't like to go to police station. They can see what it will result to. It could result to death. Can you bring back the person? If the person say, yeah, on hospital lady, kilo mean, what hospital yeshani? Oh, the kusu alorun. We don't want trouble. Carry and go hospital. Come they tell me say no like to go to hospital. Which can talk me down? Carry and go hospital. Men are the most scared when it comes to needle. Men they run for needle pass. Wait till they make men know they go hospital. Now because of needle. My own dad is an ex-soldier, but he hates the smell of hospital. He hates needle. Soldier man wey hate needle. Me, I not be soldier man. I like needle.
You be soldier man. You be soldier man. You be soldier man.
You see, me, I like needle. Choke me needle. I don't want tablet. But it is people's phobia.
Needle as in lapio needle.
No, not be needle. Needle, syringe, injection. The reason people run from hospital is because of the injection now. Not because of the drug. It's injection. You get there now, doctor will say, guy, you get malaria. May we shook you needle. No one. You go see grown-up men go they pee inside their pants because of needle. You understand? So for me, that is why he's afraid. But in a situation when the person is injured, you now said he does not like hospital. We didn't take him there. This is the result. Leaving the person to be doing home service can result to that person's death. Now the person is dead, you can bring him back. This is a lesson for all of us, actually. It's a lesson for all of us. It's a great lesson. Go to hospital when it is needed. And so, I hope I've been able to answer your question
Yes,
extensively.
Sorry, I have two more. I don't know if it's too much. Just two more. Then I'll let you be. Please, I just want us to remember when this incident happened, that very Monday, early in the morning, if you go to Soma's page, if we go there, we'll see evidence of celebrities sending on their IG RIP condolence messages that from early that Monday morning, especially that of one of the celebrities, Nathaniel Bassi, came in around after on that Soma's page, I remember. Now, it makes me to wonder if all these things happened on Monday, and might see in his in his interview with Very Dark Man, said it on Monday. And even the mother of Mohbad said it was on Monday. Now, this nurse, what's her name? Feishara, according to the police, came in on Tuesday past 3. I'm wondering, what did she come to do? Then again, the second question is, at the inquest, Spending said they fought. Wunmi and Mohbad fought all through back home, and the fight was about 2 hours and more. She would not let him go for over 2 hours. Then Prime Boy also said they fought all the way to the show, both of them, and they started again when Mohbad was on his way back, before Mohbad bounced him out of the vehicle. And the part of the topic of their argument and conversations and in fighting was that child. To say categorically that he only slept with Wunmi once and that this child is not his own. That was what Prime Boy said. So if all of this coming from eyewitness as evidence to the proper court when the criminal proceeding begins, won't the judge in the criminal proceeding have to use his discretion to resolve this by saying, let us conduct the DNA to ascertain, according to the quest of the deceased before he was killed. He was questioning the paternity of this child before he was killed, hours before he was killed. And to me, I feel it is the obligation of the judge to answer Mohbad's question, which Prime Boy said Mohbad was asking me, who owns this child? This child is not mine. So if there will be true justice coming from a true court, that judge must inquire to know if that deceased the desire of his heart before he was killed. Let him know, even in death, wherever he is. Let him know, even in death, who owns that child.
Wait, based on the evidence from Spending and Prime Boy, there's no reasonable judge that will separate the death of Mohbad from the DNA of that child.
Definitely.
There's no reasonable judge, except the there's no way.
We are not concerned about the family. The family members, we want them to come and be witness to the red bed sheets, to the red duvet, to everything, but we are focused on looking for justice for Mohbad, because justice for Mohbad is justice for all. You can't mix yourself up with everyone in the society when you know you are not pure, when you know you are a killer, you are a pest, you know.
Let me tell you what I feel.
Entity. You can't mix yourself up. We need to separate them, bring them away.
Let me tell you what happened.
The society of this kind of people.
Let me tell you.
Why sing their praises when they are not people of honor?
Yes.
Why are you scared of them? This boy, so young and brave, he sang it all through with confidence. Bravery is not about age. So I go back to my question, the second one, that what would be in a criminal court where evidences like this, with eyewitness evidences, are brought forward? Will the judge still go ahead to ascertain the paternity of that child?
Hypothetical question.
I'm asking.
Wait. You will talk, but let me say this. What you're asking is hypothetical. Okay, we need to get to the coroner first before the criminal. But I'll let the honorable, the legendary aristocrat talk first.
Now, Wash. All right. Let me say things part of what I will say might not be what you like, but from where I sit as a third party, this is what I see. Number one, let me take it from the last question you asked, talking about the DNA. No. What a judge realizes, the judge is not an investigator. The job of a judge in a court is for the prosecuting institution to bring all their facts to it. And they will look at it, compare what they've heard, both verbal and documentary, or visual or evidential, whatever they brought, and look at it and see if it is in tandem with what they want to do. Look at the case, look at other matters that have gone in the future that they can, relate that matters to, and make proper call. So, for example, if the police did not come to court to say they feel there is a motive to Mohbad's death could be linked to the paternity of the child, the judge will not announce anything on it because that is not the case before it. There is no evidence pointing to that. If you look at a number of cases, even done by Supreme Court, Supreme Court will tell you, we the judge, we are not the one that will go to Jankara market to be looking for evidence to help you to win your case. You bring the evidences. Because we're not at the scene of event. Why will then look at it impartially to give our judgment? So don't let us take...
I'm trying to cut you.
Let me finish my line of thought. Don't let us take the judgment to the judge. We are here to get to the judge. The inquest is also a form of investigation, a judicial investigation. So the court itself is trying to investigate the matter so that they can arrive at the conclusion. So we will not say the judge should say, do a DNA. No. What we are saying is this. If from the statement of evidences from the people around this matter and what have been said, and they've evaluated those information, and they found out that there could be a motive, that the paternity of the child could be a motive. Police don't have to announce that they want to do DNA. They will do it without making noise, because it's part of the materials for them to take as evidence to be able to say this person is a suspect. How can you link to build a prima facie with all the evidences you have to a suspect? It is the job of police to do that. When they now take it to the job of the judge is to ensure that what they brought actually points that, one, a crime has been committed, two, the suspect committed the crime. If it is seen that the suspect did not commit the crime, the judge will not will only be advising you what to go and do and come back. If they don't do it, like the case of Funshaw Williams, police refused to build a prima facie, and judge was telling them all through the trial, they refused to do it. At the end of the day, the people they brought that are suspects were let go because you did not substantiate it. So in this matter, what we need mostly is this. We need to call on the investigating authority and tell them we want you to do this, to do that. The family on their own part too are doing their own by going the civil way to say they want to do a paternity test. But if police do not see the paternity of the child as a motive, they might not go through that route, except they see it as such. How will they see it as such? We all should find a better way to make them see it through witnesses. Are there more witnesses in the public that can point it that through this, this is what happened? Of course, they can be fighting over, another thing. If a man sleeps with a woman, even if now the egg enter and something drop, and the girl, he touch one egg, he go get pregnant. No talk say now once I do am, pregnancy no fit happen. That one alive. Once I do am, no mean say she no fit get pregnant. The time where you do am, maybe that is our ovulation time. And you just say, make I put, make I withdraw. I don't put, I say I know they do again. And the thing don't talk, it don't enter. You don't fertilize the egg now. Whether you thought say now half enter, now full enter. But as the semen don't touch the egg, you don't get pregnant. Let us leave that out of it. But what has to be established is this. Police must be told that explore to see if that is it. The family is also doing what they could do. to establish that. Even if the family established that, for example, the child is not their child, that is still not a reason to kill him, except police sees it as a motive and say, yes, so now that you say the child is not his child, maybe, oh yeah, let's investigate it. That will be. Or even if they got the result and say, no, it's still not, what do we go do? There's nothing we can do. We can only call them. But we must look at this case dispassionately, because we are not there. Even if you see a lot of people when they come with some witnesses, before Prime Boy came to the court, maybe there was this so that people said, Spending said they were on the bridge, Mohbad want to throw the child away. Did Spending come to the court to say that thing? He didn't say it. So it is not a story that I, for me, look at the third party we want to take. I will say that people manufacture that. Because if it is true a story, it should say it and they will take that evidence. It will be as a response from me. So for me, sorry, sir. So for me, evidences from people can point to a motive. And we expect people that come to talk about this to point to it. But assumption cannot be used as a motive. So that is why I support the family going after the DNA if they feel strongly about. If the investigation also leads to it as a motive, police will do the DNA. They will do it. They don't have to be told. They will do it. This time they don't need to go appeal, no appeal. They know the process to go through. And they will do it. And I think that is what. But what is important in this whole thing is we are the public. The Constitution has said police, identify, investigate, go and do your job. And we are giving them information. We expect them to do it. And I think part of those things the public lawyer will also do is to write letter to the Lagos State Commissioner of Police and say, you've only come with preliminary report on this case. Oh yeah, give us a new report as the public. What have you done so far? We can request from them too, so that we know what they are doing. And if we find anything unholy, we call it out too. That is part of our responsibility. That is how I see to this whole matter. I hope I've been able to answer your question. I've forgotten the question number one. I've forgotten the question number one. But I think this will have answered the two. This will have answered the two. Thank you very much.
When Spending spoke to people, and he actually spoke about the bridge incident, okay?
You said spoke to people. He should have gone to the court to say no, to people is not tenable.
I'm trying to get
it's not tenable.
I'm trying to get there. See,
okay.
When you employ a lawyer, okay, the job of the patient. Now, when Spending went to the coroner inquest to speak, he had a lawyer, and the lawyer advised him what to say to set him free. That's why he omitted that part.
Man, you are a legal person. You are a legal person. In court, this thing you are saying is assumption. When, it's assumption. If he has facts, let him present. You see me, I'm not, you see, what, let me give a good example. A lady comes to your estate or your work, and you love the lady, and you've been a friend, and you are nursing love for her, but you don't have the guts to go and meet her. Your intentions are inside you. But everything says, oh, let's go out together. Let's go and have fun. You never tell her, say, baby, I dig you. Let come out there, possibly one day I will be my wife. You don't talk about me, come to that your company. Maybe after 6 months or after a year, I saw fine girl, who said, I like everything about her. Instead of me to say, I won't be your friend, I went straight to her, babe, I dig you, I like you, I love you, I love everything about you. Come and be my baby. You come, they fight. Hey, not there, you know talk. So in law, you go to court, you are then using your witness, because it is what the court puts down that is an evidence, not what you think or what your lawyer advised you not to.
No, so we don't indict you.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's your business. If you lie, no go tell the truth. If tomorrow they found out that you've lied, then you committed perjury. So, as much as you don't want to indict yourself, do you want to say a lie that tomorrow they can find out and now know that you lied to the court and you are the point of sin and you did not tell them? So think twice. Okay. Do you want to save yourself or Same the case.
Let me put it this way.
If Spendy did not do the right thing, I don't want to think for him. I don't want to think for his lawyer. Really. That is why I don't want to put myself in that state. Because if we continue to assume, we will assume everything is wrong. We even assume that Baba is lying. We assume Wumi is telling the truth. We even assume that Mohbad or angel come carry his spirit like Elijah. We continue to assume on everything. Let's speak with facts. It will help everybody.
There was a time at the inquest where the lawyer to Prime stood up and said, Spendy, did you speak to Prime when you were in detention? He said yes. You told him something? He said yes. See, what I feel is, Spendy was trying to, or the lawyer for Spendy, advised him to try and leave the other bit out of it. Exactly, that's what happened. I get my point.
Bros, just like I said, you're a legal person too. And in legal space, we don't deal with assumption. We deal with facts. Let's work with the facts. If these witnesses, as they were, call themselves friends of Mohbad, Mohbad have helped them one way or the other. Mohbad was paying their bills. Mohbad is someone that have inspired them, and they are with him, and they call him his friend. They should come out and tell us the whole truth. Even though it would put them into trouble. Then the responsibility is not on us to assume. It is on us. And if they fail, they have failed Mohbad on earth and in heaven. And we don't know what will happen after life. It is for them to go and do.
I agree based on criminal proceedings. But when it comes to civil proceedings, then it's wrong. They deal with assumption on the balance of probabilities. So now,
is this matter a civil proceeding?
You are correct. It's criminal, so you are right.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I rest my case.
The legendary aristocrat. Legendary. Innit? Baba, when you dey UK, make I know, make I can you when you go chop, you say
Voila, they come over because I won't drink those beer where they drink.
Baba,
those way they drink, I won't drink.
Baba, Allah make I spoil you. Allah make I spoil you, man.
Aristocrats, please, one very last one question. Now, when we can see in this case that the police has been lacking in their obligation to the public, that's my observation. Now, when we get a seasoned...
You are right, you are right.
When we get a seasoned legal thing for the public, I think they could, intensify efforts to push the police to do the right thing. If that's okay to say.
Yes, they will. They should. And I think that is, that is why I've said that, from the last 6 months, you find out that we cannot have a robust engagement with the legal representative of Baba Mohbad or Mr. Aloba, as it were. But we can have a robust engagement. For example, we are on this platform, we are talking about things, etc., etc. Someone on this platform will begin to, my platform, or all the like-minded platform, we say, whenever we are discussing this matter, we should pick a secretary that will write all the points. And not be everybody go to speak with the public lawyer, And we will say, these are the people that have been chosen to speak to the public lawyer. When we put all our points together, you send it to them and say, when you have your meeting, deliberate on this. Now, these people will go and have a robust deliberation with the lawyer. The lawyer too, maybe they are thinking about it. They will now see that the public are so much interested in this. They will take it up and they will explore it. That is how we can achieve better. In the public, we have legal-minded people, investigators, philanthropists, everybody in their sphere of influence. We can come together and add that value to the lawyers. And I think that is how to get back. But if we say we want to do it under the lawyers of Baba, it will be difficult because Baba, we only want to engage with people that will say we want to do this. They talk with them. If your thoughts do not align with them, they will say we don't hear. We will think about it. Yeah. But look at the public. When the public say this and this and this, it is going to cost us money. Yes, we know. Because what you pay the lawyers is for their services. But those, we say, no, I'm not be the money. Oh, yeah. The thing we will now talk about, this is the cost. Which account may we send out to? Send out to this account. How much don't do there? We don't get the money. We are go do it. No excuse. No excuse. So that is how we can work. So it means that we will be prioritizing what we do. We will not come and tell people, We want to build house. We want to buy car. We want to do the road. We want to buy sheep. You will measure everything. But what is important for you is for you to eat. You now put that on others. You put you where they hungry, we won't buy clothes, buy everything. We talk about those things, but you not tell them say, I want eat. We don't go contribute to I want eat. It means you did not prioritize your demands. So the more we engage ourselves, the more we prioritize, the more we'll be seeing things. And it will be glaring. If at the end of the day, things do not work for us, we all will tell ourselves that we have fought a good fight. But I believe things will work for us because we are more than them. We are legion. We are more than them. People that are with us are more than people that are with them. At the end of the day,
yes, so
that's so it be.
Can I just summarize before I leave? 1 second, please. I want to put this message out there, okay? Because everything we've been saying here is to get justice. If anyone here knows Baba, speaks to Baba, go and tell him. Because listen, medically, it's going to be very difficult to get justice now, medically. When I say medically, I mean autopsy, toxicology, whatever. But through testimony, we can get it. How can we get that? Through the police. The police have failed us. Go and tell Baba to instruct his lawyers to sue the police. Honestly, in my opinion, in the next 10 days, if he doesn't do that, I'm going to start campaigning for everybody to withdraw their money for that GoFundMe. I don't care. That is the only way to get justice. Sue Nigerian police. There's so many flaws in there. Actually breach a lot of laws. Flouted a lot of laws. I can quote them from A to Z. Get justice if he wants it through the police. Go and tell Baba or Mr. Loba, Baba, tell your lawyer to sue the police. If he doesn't do that evidence, I'm going to go from one platform to another and campaign against that GoFundMe. Go and withdraw your money. Honestly,
you don't need, for me, you see, you don't need to campaign against GoFundMe. And this is what I will say. Maybe it's my own philosophy. Yoruba will say, tá bá fún Ògún lẹ́ran, á jó okùn ẹ̀ lẹ̀. If you give Ogun a dog or ram, or let me say, tá bá fòrìṣà lẹ́ran, á jó okùn ẹ̀ lẹ̀. You leave it. People have supported because they want to support. We don't need to tell them to withdraw it because they will need it. But what we are telling people is we can achieve better, less focus. We can only advise Baba lawyers. We will not force them. Once we advise them, let them do it. Let the people
Baba needs
decide
to
what they want
lawyers.
do. Yes, this advice. That's what I'm saying. We will advise him to do those things. Let him do it. We don't have to campaign against anything. Leave it. But let's go and do the right thing. And don't worry. We campaign it. Some people will not understand you again. They will start to throw jab. You don't need to throw jab. And leave it where it is. Let it go. Let it go. Don't contribute to. They will use the money for a cause as well. So no problem. Even if the money is siphoned, no problem. You don't give Onibara money. Whether Onibara use them, go for cashier, use and go shop. No be your business. Now you money now. Now you go make decision. Let's leave that side. But let's mobilize ourselves.
We want justice.
Yes. Let's mobilize ourselves. Yeah. Let them pursue their own justice according to the way they feel the family wants it. Let us mobilize ourselves as public too. Let us collaborate. Let us move forward. You know, our next discussion, don't let us be making Egbe Afenifere legal thing. Don't even be calling their name. Leave them. They've enjoyed the center stage enough. They become stars and superstars enough. Let's begin to talk about solution. If they copy from the solution and use it, all well and good. And let's begin to challenge our own to those who are representing us as well as the public. Let them also fight for. At the end of the day, we are all looking for justice. Yeah. But our definition varies. But we will achieve justice. And I think that should be we don't need to plan any, many people don't understand when we talk here that we don't mean to disrespect or anything. They don't really understand it. So don't even get into that space of argument. Don't argue. Leave it. I feel like People that contribute money, they've contributed. I will advise them, you've given the money, leave the money. God will bless you. When you gave that money, God has blessed you already.
Yes.
If you go to take the money, God will remove the blessing from you. Leave the money. You have given it. Do another one. May God bless you again. God go to bless us. Even being alive, can our money buy it? Can your money buy the blood in your bloodstream? Can your money buy the oxygen you are getting for free? Can your money buy your movement? Can it buy the joy your family gives to you or your friend? You want to lap your pio, you lie it at your will. You want to knock, you knock it at your will. You want to eat pepper soup, you do it at your will. That cannot be paid for. There are people in the hospital that they are begging to even look at Bobby and say, so now Bobby be this, I make her die in peace. I used to have one uncle, when he was on sick bed, he liked women. We now say, uncle, make one wish. He say, I know that this cancer will kill me. Ọmọ tó fine, ọmọ tó nóyàn tó nídìí, kí tiẹ̀ lálẹ́ kan tí bá kú mo ti kú nìyẹn. That is his wish. I'm telling you reality. I'm telling you reality. That was his wish before he died. And yours truly, and yours truly, I got him his wish.
Wait. You just said
I gave it to him. That's what you see. You see that my late uncle, Papariano.
Something now. Go on.
Papariano, that my late uncle. Like
let me clap for you. Let me clap. Wait, let me clap for you. The clap is working. Won't you share? The clap is working. Go on, tell me, what were you saying? You were saying very important. Very, very important. Go on.
This is what I was saying. Let me back it so that for those who we misquote you. This is what I said.
Take your time to say it slowly.
Yes. I said, I don't subscribe to we telling people to go and withdraw their money from GoFundMe anything. They've given it out as a support, and God will bless them. They've expended it. Just my view. And if you've done that, God has blessed you already. So enjoy the blessings of God. Do another one in this new course and say, oh, I believe in this course. Even if I give that one $100, for example, this one I want to give $1,000. You understand? $1,000.
That's not what I heard what you were saying.
Wait now, I'm telling you how it started. I now said that the blessing that God, listen now. The blessing that God has given to us is, do we pay for the air we breathe? God gave it to us. Do we pay for the lapio we lap? God allow us to lapio. Now, at our will, a woman can lapio, a man can toy. A man can take on, he can put alubosa, he can put tomato, he can put curry inside. They do, baby, give it to me. That is your business. It is the grace of God that you can do that. Because you have the strength to do it. And I have a late uncle. He has 4 wives, and he loves women. You know, he loves women. My uncle, he had cancer, so he knew it has gotten to the state. He now said he doesn't want chemo again. He knows it's good, so we went to visit him. He now said, my bobo, that is what he calls me. Say, my bobo, you are here. I said, uncle, tell me anything you want. You know, you will see some people, they want to kill them in firing square. They will say, give me a stick of cigarette. And they will smoke it, and they will kill them. You always, and I said, uncle, you know, you are not in firing square. He said, along with you. They say you go soon go. Me, I'm traveling back. I might not see you. But tell me anything you want today, I will give you. He said, my bobo, that's why I've been looking for you. If you can get me a woman that has voluminous breasts, well-balanced buttocks, that can laugh before I come out this place, I can die after, I don't care. I said, hey, uncle, hey. He said, you see, I've been here for months. You see, there is one nurse. He get Bakasi, I go just they look. See, she no be my own, I no fit touch her. All those my wife, they will come here, they will be crying. Instead of them to do makeup, so that I go kiss them, I go romance them, they no agree. I can't die with that. I don't know, maybe that they do this thing for heaven. And that is it. God gave us the grace. Some people, we can lap you at our will. Chessman, as he did so, he get plenty girlfriend if he do. Now, because God gave you the strength, some people are begging.
Stop it, oh.
Okay, but you admire other women. But it is God that gave you the strength to even see beautiful things. Some people, when they see beautiful things, they cannot recognize it. But we We can work, we can make money. I can lap you at will. I don't lap you, I can toy at will. I like big breasts. I can see big breasts. I like big bottom, but I can see it. I can do whatever I like. I can decide where I want to go. I can do so. It is the grace of God. Whichever way you see it, it is the grace of God. So whatever you give for a cause of humanity, please give it. But do it with sense. Do it with sense. You know, but do it with sense. In the midst of laughter, you see the truth. Let's do things with sense.
Me, Papa, your clap button is not working here, Papa, because of your clap button is working now.
Like I always say, I'm a descendant of King Solomon. In our family, we get plenty wives. So I like them. I no go die. And you, the person who don't like women, you know, come for this world. Because now women, they are the ones that build the nation. If you see people that build the nation, you should love them.
That's Solomon you mentioned, yeah? Solomon. They know the way. Now robe them they wear. Makes it easy. You go just come out the robe.
It is those days. These days we they do our way. But not be say we know they see the thing. You know King Solomon now. He married Queen Sheba. Why? Queen Sheba is classy. She's stylish. Now Queen Sheba they pick her own man. And when she saw what Solomon they do, she fell in love. That is how it is. That is how it is. You know, people from the aristocrats class. That is what we do.
It's a Yoruba woman now. She was bred in Yoruba land now.
Yes, she's Yoruba. She's Yoruba.
She's Ijesha, from Ilesha.
She's Yoruba. Whichever one. So she's Yoruba. And if you check the history of Queen Sheba is a woman of class, top class. If you are not intelligent, she's not your friend. If you don't have style, she's not your style. She sent people to Solomon to go and investigate. They will say, Solomon, in the morning, this is what is made we wear. This is how they talk. This is how the maid must smell. The maid, they get their own perfume. They must wear certain clothes. They must walk certain way. This is what they eat for them to look fine. King Solomon don't like Aga people. And when she saw it, she said, I sent people to find out. And when I am here, I found out that all what they've been saying, even more, is what you are. You are a king to be associated with. That is class. That is wealth. Not be money. That is, that is wealth. That is an aristocratic thinking. You are not just rich. There are plenty of people who get money, but when they dress for you, they look like labor. You are not just rich. You have class. Wait till they talk. They smell like lavender. They smell. When women hear you, that they reach orgasm. They make women reach money orgasm, word orgasm, touch orgasm, intellectual orgasm. That is who you should be. Aspire to be it. And it will be well with you. And it will be well with all of us. Thank you very much. Have a lovely afternoon. We will see you later for evening.
Thank you, Aristocrat. Thank you so much.
All right, I must say this. Me, I do not like when people are gathered and some persons will just come in and will be trying to take advantage of the gathering. Comrade Moses, your friend, I don't know whether you brought that guy. Did you bring him here, Comrade Moses?
Papa, I know you be wicked man. You don't want to make the guy get help. You don't want to help the guy.
We are gathered here, so that guy buy that to go and be seeking for help. When we are here looking for justice, we buy that. There's nothing we can add to our discussion yet. We are gathering so that we can get it.
Yeah, afternoon, Mr. Chessman.
Aristokai was telling you to inbox him. I hope you had that.
Yes, I've done that.
Okay.
Chessman, I was at the window at the other platform when you were talking, and I saw the way I saw the way they tackle you and drop you down. I pity you. I know they go that kind of place. So. I know my level.
I'm a confident. I don't care. I don't care. On the big screen. One baby on the big screen. You know. Someone in our own go. But anyway, thank you, Comrade Moses.
It's actually the right thing to do. Honestly. Yeah. What you are saying is actually the right thing to do. But I don't know why they are not thinking towards that direction, or maybe they are afraid that the same court is where they are doing corona, and if they will have to go and petition at the upper level with application in the same court, probably it might affect their credibility or their personality in that jurisdiction. I don't know if you are getting what I'm saying.
Yes, I'm getting, yes.
So I'm beginning to think, what could be the reason why they are not taking the right step? Is it that they are afraid or they don't know? Could be one out of the two. Because the way they talk to you, it's like they are not aware that there are options that they can actually exploit.
Of course, see, comrade, yeah, between me and them, from the way they spoke to me, I actually wanted just more than them. Because what it is, yeah, you put in a petition, they don't work on it. Enforce it.
Yeah.
Petition.
The right thing is to go to either the CJ or the NJC.
Thank you. Don't just fold your arms. I was telling you.
Yeah. You have a petition since January and it was not attended to. You go to CJ or you go to NJC. Yeah.
Keep quiet.
I was hearing you. I was listening to you.
And then York was saying, honestly, Aduke Ade, whatever, Adetola, York, correctly. Listen, guys, you have to try your best. Don't fold your arms.
There is actually a lawyer that was in their midst now. So
that was I told him, yeah, come, let me lecture you. I told him, come, let me lecture you. Let me lecture Olajide. Let me lecture you. Fake lawyer.
I was wondering that he is a legal practitioner and he cannot identify the right step to take when something goes wrong.
Comrade, in every section, there's a rule of law.
Yeah.
Okay. Even when you put in an application, yeah, there's a time frame you have to deal with it. If you exceed that time frame, you have to go about, listen, my friend, you have exceeded this, I'm going to do this. If you don't do it, try your best. Don't just sit down and fold your arms. Then York said to me, they put in the application in February. They don't do it. No, you have to enforce it. Try and do your best. Don't just keep quiet. It was my first time of going to York's platform today. I got angry. Okay, bring me up. See, we are not bashing Baba. We love Baba. Baba is not doing the right thing. Baba employs Shitu. He pays Shitu. Baba is the boss. Shitu, you are my lawyer. I want you to sue Nigerian police. Then Shitu will say, Baba, why? Okay, Shitu, I took my son's dead body to the station. They did nothing. For that reason, sue them. And then Shitu will check the law, the pros and cons, and take action.
Exactly. Sometimes, you see, I told somebody a story of a company that I work for sometimes ago.